I found that was kind of interesting. You get passionate when you say to kids, think for yourself.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we live in a society where a lot of people are followers and they can't, make their set opinions. Like, I have friends going to college for stuff that their parents want them to go for, and they're not even happy or anything, but they're just trying to please them. And in the long run, what's going to be there? Your parents die and you're just stuck there, like, paying debt for something that you didn't even want to learn in the first place. So I just try to tell people to just think for themselves and they'll be way happier in the long run.
Hi everybody, it's David here. Welcome to the second installment in my video series Hip Hop Film, where I discuss and analyze the film styles of the music videos of different hip hop artists in hopes to make an argument that hip hop is valid both as an art form and as a serious culture. Today I'm going to be talking about Tyler, the Creator, who is one of my personal favorites when it comes to his music and his videos. Now, Tyler is really interesting when it comes to his music videos because he's got like what I think of as three different types of videos. You have the videos that he started off with, and he's probably most well known for are his horror type videos, his hype videos, and finally you have his pretty videos. And within those three types of videos you have an overarching presence of romantic elements from Tyler, where he'll take an emotion or a vibe from the music video and do something in that music video to push it away from realism and towards that romanticism.
I don't want to play.
An example of this can be seen in his first music video, which was for the song VCR. In this music video, Tyler takes the traditional horror conventions of an up-close and shaky camera and pushes them a little bit further than they normally go, making the camera closer and shakier, and taking the video out of the typical viewer's comfort zone. This pushes the horror feeling of that video further, making it almost caricaturistic. Tyler's second music video for Yonkers is very significant for a lot of reasons. One of the main ones being that it was sort of his breakout video. When Kanye retweeted it, it basically made Tyler a star overnight. There are a couple important things that one can learn from Yonkers, and I think one of the most important ones is that less can be more, because Yonkers is a very simplistic video. It's got one shot from one camera throughout the whole video, and the whole thing's in black and white, so there's really only two colors. Now, while the camera movement was a very important part of the music video for VCR, Yonkers solidifies camera work as an important aspect of Tyler's work, which seems fitting as Steven Spielberg was one of his biggest influences. In Yonkers, the camera will stay steady or move in and out and go in and out of focus kind of sporadically. And all of this kind of creates a very gazy, scattered, depressed feeling that Tyler is trying to convey through the song. In addition, having only one shot throughout the music video and making it black and white creates a very memorable and visually striking music video, which is probably a huge contributor to the success of that video as a whole. So the next section of videos that we're going to be talking about are the hype videos. So you got and you got Rella, and those are just insane off-the-wall videos. And the thing that I really like a lot about them is that they are the pinnacle of art for art's sake, or beauty for beauty's sake. Now, even though those videos may not be at face value particularly beautiful or artistic, there's not a whole lot of rhyme or reason to them, but they do contribute to the loose themes of hypeness and a parody of hip-hop and rap, like hype culture. One of my favorite music videos in this group is for Rella, and in that video Tyler manipulates time quite a bit. And what I mean by that is, like, at the part where Domo Genesis comes in and raps, right, and he's dressed like an 80s dude, he's moving a lot faster than the pace of the song. Like, you could tell that it's fast forward but his lips are still synced perfectly to the song in time. So that would mean that when they recorded it, the song was played slower, and then Tyler speeds up the footage to match the real pace of the song. However, when Haji comes in with his parts, he's actually slow. So that means the opposite, that they played it back fast when they recorded it, and then edited it to be slower and match the pace of the song again. Now what this does, because you have elements in the song that are both slow and drag out, like the synth, and then you have the drums that are very fast and full of energy. So what both of those different things do is they accentuate and channel the different tones that are within that song, which I think is a really cool technique, just in general.
They say I calm down since the last album will lick my dick.
I think Tamale is also a really cool music video because Tyler plays around a lot with color in that. All the colors in every scene are harmonious, but not only that, they're interesting colors too. Even though I don't think Tyler ever had any formal training in art theory or has any background in color theory, he definitely has a natural eye for this sort of thing. And this kind of color brands himself in this way with his interesting choices. And you see it everywhere. You see it in his album, you see it in his posters, you see it on his clothes, and in his music videos. So Tamale is a good capsule of Tyler the Creator, I think, while also being a really great hype video, but not necessarily a parody either. That one is probably the most pure, just for fun video. And as a result, it's a lot of fun to watch. But at the end of Tamale, you go into Answer, which is really dulled down in color, but it still has interesting natural color choices, even though it's a lot less vivid. And so I think that's a testament to how skillful Tyler is with his use of color in setting mood and being diverse with his choices and artistic vision. The last section I have to talk about is Tyler's pretty videos, which are a pretty far departure from his original horror videos that he started doing. And it shows a lot how he's grown as an artist, but managed to maintain a similar voice throughout, because there are still very weird features to some of these. For instance, Effing Young has very surreal, giant sunflowers and allusions to A Clockwork Orange. Not to mention its subject matter of being interested romantically in an underage girl. Then you have IFHY, which is, along with Tamale, is one of Tyler's first foray into really taking control of the entire aesthetic of his video color-wise and set-wise. And that one, while it is a pretty video, the prettiness of it serves to contrast, again, against the subject matter that the song is about, which is a troubled or failing relationship. And it's also another jarring one. It blends with horror in that him and his girlfriend are moving dolls. It just gives it that weird uncanny valley feeling and makes it very Tyler-esque, I would say.
God, goodness gracious, I can't wait to see the look on y'all niggas' faces. That boy T not surprised his thoughts isn't chafing and fucking crackers up at Mountain Dew. Niggas racist. Cabbage was made.
An interesting one that sort of falls into this group is for the song Buffalo, which, while the beginning is definitely a callback to Tyler's earlier horror stuff being in black and white and having a noose like it did at the end of Yonkers, it ends by switching to the song Find Your Wings. And the videography for that one is a lot more gentle and calm than the earlier video. And I think that serves to show maybe Tyler is reflecting on how he's changed as an artist since then. And finally, what is probably the pinnacle in Tyler's heel change, maybe you could call it, is the music video for Perfect, which is very, very similar to his breakout video Yonkers, but has a couple key differences. Now, it's similar in that it's a one-shot thing focused on a portrait of a person, but instead of just being Tyler, it's Tyler and his love interest in the video, Callie Uchis. And it's similar in that it also has a gazy feel, much like Yonkers did. But unlike Yonkers, the gaziness doesn't create a scattered, depressed feeling. It creates sort of a loving gaze, like you're lost in thought about someone that you really, really love. Tyler probably acknowledges himself the comparisons that can be drawn between this one and Yonkers by having himself, again, associated with bugs, but instead of a cockroach, it's a butterfly, which you could argue is probably the exact opposite of the roach. Not to mention, finally, instead of being in black and white, Perfect is in beautiful, controlled color, pink, blue, it's nice and warm. It's a very gentle, loving video, which, if you watch Yonkers before it or directly after, it's mind-blowing how different and how broad Tyler can be. But like I said before, maintaining that vision that he's got. And really, there's a whole lot more that one can say about Tyler, and I think that if you guys wanted to, I could dig deeper into like certain music videos as separate videos if you guys would like that. But for now, I think I've covered in general why I think Tyler the Creator is outstanding from a film point of view. And again, I think when you think of Tyler the Creator, it's hard to argue that hip-hop isn't a valid art form. But again, I guess that's all I got to say, and I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.
Good.